Despite the freezing temps, icy roads, and the fact that the year is coming to an end, which is a brutal reminder of how my life is continuing to progress at an increasingly faster rate and that existential dread slowly seeps in, I love the holidays. It's an amazing time where I can take time off work and finally rest. The holidays are meant to be spent with family and friends while we exchange gifts and enjoy each other's company. We get to make gingerbread houses, decorate the tree, and also watch the same Christmas movie every single year without fail, and it is glorious. While there are absolute classics like Elf, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Home Alone, Rise of the Guardians, the SpongeBob Christmas Special, Klaus stands on top as the pinnacle of Christmas movies, at least for me personally. In this video, I want to talk about why this is the one movie everyone should watch on Christmas, and I plan on doing a little bit of drawing as I talk about it. So before we get started, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and most importantly, I really hope you enjoy watching. Let me preface this by saying just because I think Klaus is a #1 Christmas movie does not mean I think every other movie is like a piece of coal just waiting to be received by an ungrateful kid on Christmas morning. These movies are great and I love them. This is where we can watch an elf bring back the spirit of Christmas to disillusioned adults. There's no greater feeling than seeing the Grinch's heart grow 3 times its size, and there's absolutely nothing that gives off the holiday spirit more than seeing a grown man get his head burned off by an 8-year-old boy. But despite all of these, there's something about Klaus that has me coming back year after year, just yearning for more. The Sergio Pablos directed film is such an endearing and heartwarming tale that shows the origins of Santa Claus. It takes a very unique spin on the classic story that we all know and love and does it in a visually stunning spectacle. I swear my eyes are in heaven for approximately an hour and 37 minutes each time. Despite looking like this, the film was actually made in 2D. The 3D look is due to the stunning use of volumetric lighting and definitely gives off a very unique feel to all of it. The only other thing that looks like this is probably that one short, Paperman, which I absolutely love. And yeah, the visuals are great and all, but that alone can't carry a film to the heights that Klaus reaches. The voice work is just phenomenal, with an amazing cast of characters. When he's not too busy ruining Spider-Man's life, Jason Schwartzman portrays this lazy postman with absolutely no aspirations in his cushy, cozy life. He's basically Cusco, before Cusco met Pacha.
My face, good. My beautiful, beautiful face.
Okay,
I'm an
okay.
llama.
I hate it here. It's so cold and icky, and the people are mean to me, and I miss my silk sheet.
And speaking of our Pacha character, we have Klaus, a giant friendly handyman with a knack for gift making. He's portrayed by the legendary J.K. Simmons. And when he's too tired of demanding photos of Spider-Man, or running an animal city, or teaching jazz, or mentoring the Avatar, or secretly living for the Viltrumite Empire, man, this man has so much range. He's residing in a snowy town that's far from civilized. Moving along, Rashida Jones moves from Stamford to Scranton to Pawnee to good old Smearensburg to play a teacher who has just given up on, teaching. We also do have the late great Norm Macdonald playing a charming sailor who enjoys nothing more than teasing our main protagonists. One of his last roles and such a treat to watch. And that's just the icing on this very snowy cake, as we have Will Sasso and Joan Cusack playing the Ellingbows and the Crumbs respectively, the modern day Capulets and Montagues. But a stellar cast can only do so much. There are plenty of times when a movie has had a star-studded group of actors only to fail miserably. The visuals and voices work in tandem to complement the brilliant writing and storytelling. These features elevate the movie beyond just a great Christmas movie, but into, a great movie. The story follows a lazy, self-centered postman who's allergic to working and just wants to live a life of luxury and privilege. And I don't necessarily blame him. But his father has other plans and sends his son to a backwater town named Smearensburg. And trust me, the town is about as pretty as the name.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Through desperate attempts to get back home, Jesper meets Klaus, a disgruntled yet gentle giant with a kind heart. And through this partnership is where our story truly begins. Their friendship with each other and others like Ava and Margot is what ultimately causes a chain reaction throughout the whole town. It's a very simple story, but one that has so much charm and heart that even through the blistering cold winds of below freezing temperatures, we're left feeling warm all over. This isn't your typical Christmas story where the world stops believing in Santa and through the use of magic, or singing, or bells, the world starts believing again.
This ain't that kind of movie, bruv.
This is a grounded, somewhat, movie that emphasizes the power that kindness, empathy, and generosity can have on the people and the environment around you. Most movies use the Christmas spirit to be responsible for people to do good and to be kind, but Klaus uses the goodness in people to be responsible for the Christmas spirit. After all,
a true, selfless act always sparks another.
But the number one fact that I love about this movie is that this movie doesn't start out like a Christmas movie at all. And that's a really weird thing to point out for a Christmas movie. Unlike a bunch of other movies that shove this holiday down our throats, which isn't a bad thing, Klaus takes a much more subtle approach. Up until the end of the first act, this movie is not at all evident that it's going to be about the origin of Santa Claus. Well, if the title itself isn't a dead giveaway. But we're viewing this chaotic world through the eyes of Jesper. This is a dark and gray town that's left all feelings of hope at the depths of the icy ocean floor way down where probably Bikini Bottom resides. But as our character changes, the color slowly creeps back in, and then we start seeing more themes of Christmas just oozing through. There's something about seeing the color in a gray town as a toy frog seemingly comes to life through this toy maker's intricate design that brings about a certain joy to the audience. And man, this joy is contagious. Almost as much as the rumors that are spread of this mysterious gift giver. I honestly can't praise this movie enough. I think it's an absolute gem. I know I already mentioned the voice cast, but J.K. Simmons needs more of the spotlight. Everyone is amazing in this film, but J.K. Simmons absolutely nails the role of Klaus. He took the character of Santa and made him more grounded and sincere. It's such a beautiful story with so much more to offer than this video can give. I didn't really even mention Ava or Margot or even the Ellingbells and the Crumbs that much. I do remember back then that my fiance, at the time girlfriend, asked me to watch this movie on Christmas, and I was very reluctant to give it a try. I didn't think that I would like it that much, but here we are, and the rest is history. Christmas movies are either hit or miss to me. With a classic like Elf or Die Hard or the SpongeBob Christmas special, there are a million more that just aren't worth my time. But Klaus was different for me at least. And as you can tell from this video, I absolutely love this movie. It's been 5 years since I've been watching this movie every Christmas, and I can't wait for the decades upon decades more times in the future coming up, as I hopefully start a family in the future with this movie as our yearly Christmas tradition staple. This video is just my opinion, and please let me know down below what you thought of the movie if you saw it, or if you do plan to see it. Let me know what other movies you watch for your traditions as well. And here is how the final result turned out. I thought it turned out a lot better than I initially expected. The colors are a bit muted, which I kind of wish I could redo, but again, I'm not the greatest with colors. It's also my second ever time trying to draw something like this using the watercolor brushes and kind of adding a background, which I'm just really not good at. But yeah, hopefully you liked watching this process. I tried to combine my older video essay style content with my newer art/animation style. I'm still unsure with how to take the direction of this channel. And please feel free to watch my previous video where I learned how to try to do this watercolor style to begin with. And please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, but most importantly, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope to see you all next year in 2025. Thank you so much, and goodbye.